Okay, good morning, everybody, to our Micro Moment podcast. It is 10 a.m. Central Time, and we're glad you're here. I think we're going to have a pretty good day today. We've got Randy's back, and he just got back from playing one of his baseball games out in Phoenix, and he's going to be going down to, is it Fort Myers, Florida?
Yep, Fort Myers.
And the next podcast, he's going to be doing his part in his baseball uniform from the stands on his computer, and so we're going to get to see him actually perform. And if he gets called down to the field, he'll just put it down. We'll just take over for him. So that's going to be pretty cool. We got Tim, refugee from the Hurricanes. He's back, and I'm here, and I think we'll have Deshaun be signing in here shortly. Today, Randy and I and Tim are going to go over, Deshaun are going to go over three dividend-paying stocks that are real good stocks for people that are retired. And we're going to show how you can take those into those positions. You're going to get your monthly dividends, and then the manipulation of the chain, option chain, we're going to produce additional incomes, be huge returns. And you've also now continued to reduce your cost in those stocks that you have, because you're going to theoretically hold forever until you get them down to zero. And it's just the best way for security. If you're retired, really concerned, because you that's where you get your money, and you just don't have unlimited ability to go out and come up with new money, get in new deals all the time. So that's going to be the primary thing. Of course, we'll kind of go back and forth on some other stuff too, but that's the primary purpose of this particular podcast. And then when we put out the Cow Report this weekend, at the editorial part, we'll have a new subject that we'll cover. But we don't intend to, or do we mean to, cover the entire every minute of the podcast. We have a lot of questions, so get your comments in there, and we'll be able to pull them up on the screen, and people can see what you're asking, what you want to talk about. And so go ahead and do that while we kind of get started here in a few minutes. Now, if I screw up this screen, bear with me. I'm not a professional at this, and it's only about the third time I've done this. So, Randy, how you doing?
Good.
Ready? Yeah. Okay. Why don't I'm going to pull up the charts here, okay? And let me see if I can actually do it. Marcus, you tell me if you see do you see CBOE there?
There it is.
Okay, good. Now, if I go up here, three dividends, three dividend stocks that should pay you the rest of your life. And again, this is different on our micro moment. This is a micro moment technique, but we're not concerned about entering a position and getting out of it. But we're using to make money on, selling the various options and buying them back for a profit. So everybody can see that, okay, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, write this down. First, we'll talk about the very first one here. Is top-notch Procter & Gamble. Okay, let's see what it has to say. Procter & Gamble, 181 years old, been around a little while. Massive business empire, 65 brands, most of which are globally renowned. Down here, some more stuff about it. Okay, the company made some big growth moves, including $4.2 billion acquisition of Merck consumer health business. P&G generated $71 billion in sales in its fiscal 2020, which ended in June 30. And going down here a little bit further, more stuff about why they're so good. Okay. Now, so we'll stop. This is getting into consolidate ed, so we'll stop right here. So we're going to go over now, if I can do this without messing everything up, and go in and put in, what's our proper symbol, guys? PG?
PG,
yeah. I'll go over here, right here. We'll put in P&G. Quote. Okay. Now this is just current data on P&G, and then we're going to pull up the options chain in a second and look at it, and we'll take a look at the chart also. So the stock is going for $143.41. So if you already own this, then that's not what you paid. Maybe you paid $14. It doesn't make any difference. We're going to take this higher price and act like you paid. That's what you paid for it. Now let me pull up the chart here. Let's got our quotes on it. Okay, now Randy, here's your option table. Okay, so now a client of ours has this stock, and they have paid 140 whatever it was over here. Okay, $143.41. We don't know what they really paid it, but it doesn't make any difference because that's obviously a high price. It's going to be a lot more than they did pay. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do now? We already own the stocks. We have to worry about that. And we're going to go over here and look at our option chain. So can you see that okay, Randy?
Yep.
Okay, now this is November the 5th, right? So if we go out to the end of this month, we're only in the first part of the month, we could select the 287.50 strike, which is a lot more than what we paid for the stocks. We have to worry about that. If we got called out, we'd collect a tremendous amount of money. We would probably go out here and you would pick the bid at 326 to sell that, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Now, that is all the way out to
That's just tomorrow.
that is just, good Lord, that's it. That's a great price for that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and Joe, that's per share. $3.26
right,
per share.
Yeah. So
Wow.
even if you just had 100 shares, that's $256 or something. 326 bucks. Yeah.
For just one more day.
Yeah. Now what happens for our clients here? What has to happen is tomorrow, when the market closes at 3:00 Central Time, if this stock, it's going for 143 right now, I can guarantee you it's not going to go to 287. Okay, but it's got to go to 287 for you to get called out, right?
Mm-hmm.
287.50. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it'd be incredible if it did that, but it's not. So you're going to be able to buy this thing back as you get close into for less than the 326 that you sold it for, or would they just let it expire worthless? They just let it expire worthless, right?
If it's less than 287.50, they just do nothing. They just keep. That's their rent. $3.26 a share for rental for one day.
It's only 100. Yeah, it's only 143 right now. So that's gold there. It's usually end up keeping the 326. Now the 326, if you add that to your dividend, and I don't have the dividend chart up here, it's up back on the other screen. I will go back. But whatever the dividend is, it's sure as hell not $3.26 a quarter. Okay, but you can add that to that. Now you can guess what a huge. Let me go back over and let's just see what that dividend says. Okay, let's see, where is it? So change symbols, historical data. I probably got the only charts not going to say what the dividend is. Yeah. You got something you can put the dividend up on? Randy?
Yeah, for PG.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me call that up here. Their dividend 79 cents a share, and
Now that's is that an annual or is that
that's quarterly?
annual, right?
Yeah, that's quarterly. 79 cents.
Okay, so 79 cents, and you're going to collect this $3.20 whatever it was over here. 320, and that's just in a few days. Okay, and then you would go out and you would look at it again for the next time out. Okay, I mean, this is the 16th, so the next time is going to be 11. This is a 6. The next time it's going to be 11.13. So what do you got there? And we're doing all this in it was the same month, this month of November.
Mm-hmm.
If we go out to 287.50 again, look, we're going to pick up $5.82. My goodness, we've already gotten 79 cents a quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's only $3.17 a year. So between this one and the 320, here you get almost whole year's worth of dividends, plus you still get your dividend. And here, you're getting much more than a whole year's worth of dividends. And so you keep reducing your cost, and it ain't going to see the reason you're going out here is because that's the beauty of this technique that you don't want to be called out. And if you are called out, let's say some freaky thing happens, and you're called out for $2.87, you only got $1. So you just bought the stock. You only got 143, 141, whatever it was in it. So you got a huge profit there, and then you just let it drop on down. You go back and you buy it again, buy the stock again. Okay, you just keep doing that over. Here's 11.20. Now the reason you don't go out here to this, you say, well, how would you go out to 11.20 to start with? Look, I'm going to get $7.39. You don't make as much going that way as you do doing it individual near strikes, the near month. So it's better to just do the near months. Besides that, it resolves itself pretty quick, and if you still got your stock, you can go back and do. Incredible technique. Now let's look at one of those other ones. Let's see, where do we go back here? Where were we on this? Where'd I put the symbol on that sucker? Well, we'll go back to quote table. What was that second one? We've already read it once.
Hey, Joe.
Uh-huh.
Were you looking at the QQQ?
Well, I just no, I thought we put in hold on. PG, Procter Gamble. But hey, maybe on the on this. No, QQQ. Boy, thanks, client. Thanks, good Lord. That's how much I've used this, right? Okay, here we are. Oh yeah, here we are. 23 cents. Okay, that's not bad. We do 145. We're still well out of the money. Okay, so we'll pick up 23 cents, which is just right now. Okay, and it's tomorrow. It's going to expire. We got 23 cents. And we were only getting divided by 4. A full quarter is only 79 cents. So we're going to collect a lot more than our regular dividend. Just doing these manipulations on these stock. I like the other deal better.
Mm-hmm.
$3, $5, whatever it is. And so it's the exact same concept here. But thank you very much for letting us know about that.
It's still 20 some cents for one more day. If you get that every week, that's 3 or 4 times as much as the dividend.
Yep. So let me just multiply that out. That would be $3.17 a year divided by the stock's about $142 or something like that. So it's only 2.23% dividend. The full dividend's only 2. So this is a huge return, boosted that. Absolutely huge boost. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's those dividend stocks again. What have I done here? What did I miss this thing up? Okay, there's Procter & Gamble. There's Procter & Gamble. So we get past Procter & Gamble, and we get down here to, I think it was IG or something like that. Consolidated Edison. Okay. So Consolidated Edison. There's a little charts. I wouldn't need the charts on these really. Okay, so they're big, obviously, electricity, natural gas, steam services to 10 million customers. Okay, it's just typical, Con Ed outfit. And then the next one's gonna be American Water Works. So let's go put in what's the symbol on that Con Ed? ED. Ed. Okay.
Yeah.
Go back over to Ed. And let's put Ed in there. Okay. So the stock's going, the last sale was $80.71. Okay. And we just go down and switch over and immediately go to on the other table. Okay, so we're going to go out. This is tomorrow when it expires. 81.50. And what was the price of that stock? 60 something. What's over here? 80. Oh, 80.71. So this is going to be a little closer. We might not want to do this particular one. Hold on a sec. Was it 81? Yeah, 81. Yeah, 80.71. We got less than a day to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
71. I don't think it's going to get to 81.50 from 80.71, right? But we don't have much to work with. We only get 60 cents over here. In which case, we might go ahead and do the 13th. Okay, it's only a few days out, right? Just another 6 days or so, and we'll pick up 75 cents, which is good because it's not going to get, in all probability, 81.50. But even if it does, and we got called out, we just bought the stock, would have a big profit. Well, maybe we didn't buy. Maybe we've had it 50 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever. We would have a huge profit if we did get called out. And if we went back, looked at the chart, where is it on the chart? Well, maybe it's back over here. Wasn't the chart there? Here it is, the chart. Right here. Where'd the charts go? Get quote again. Get the chart. Oops. Uh-oh. So where did I see to make that a straight online chart? 5 day. Okay, so it's heading down, right? It's not heading up. In other words, we're not doing it here. It's made an inverted V there, and it's heading down. So we should be real safe on that, chart-wise. Okay. Give a minute here. Yeah. 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 So that's what we would do with that one, and we would just increase the yield tremendously. What was the last one? We'll get on to other things. Oh, here's a better example of the start. See, it's making an inverted V here. Con Ed. American Water Works, AWK.
AWK.
Huh? What?
Yep, AWK.
Yeah. It's a boring company, a write-off of its relatively low yield, 1.4%. The stock's jaw-dropping returns in the past declared should make you set up and take notice, okay? Okay. American Water Works provides water and wastewater services to 15 million customers across 45 states. It's paid a dividend for decades and increased it annually for at least the past 10 years. So this is a good, and also the target payout ratio in the range of 50 to 60%. And what that means is the dividend, they still got, 40, 50% of their money in cash after they paid the dividend, which is good. If you see a company that pays a dividend, but they only end up with 5% of the cash left that they have in the bank, that's not real good. Okay. So we'll go back and look at, what's the symbol again? AW what? AWK. Back over here. Okay, what's the right place? Where'd he go? Okay, now see, we don't have much of a chain on this one. So this is the 20th.
Yeah, because that one just has monthly options. Those other ones had weekly options.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those others were paying weekly, right? This is a monthly.
Yeah.
So this isn't nearly as attractive. The strike is, my goodness, 170. What's the stock going for? What's it up here?
161-ish.
140. So that's for down the 20th. Not many days. Still not real hot. Yeah. Might do the 160 now.
The 165 is $1.90. That's or 90 cents.
Yeah, we'd do the 165 because the stock right now is only trading 161. And if we look at the pull up the chart, where'd the chart go on that? Back over here. Well, where would we put it in? Okay. What's AW what?
AWK.
I hope that's it. Okay, hold on. Here's this crazy chart again. Yeah. So it's at the very top. So it's probably going to be, if we could get a straight line on this. I'm not sure how we get a straight line on this line chart. Let's try that. It's setting up to make an inverted V and head back down. I mean, let's look at it. I mean, it just doesn't keep going straight up. Look how it's been doing. So probably a good time to do it. What do you think, Randy?
Yeah, with just one day to go.
Yeah, and we'd have our own chart, which is better than this chart. We'd be using our toolbox chart, which is a lot better than this chart.
I think, didn't it say it was up like $1.60 today or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is another $3.50 almost above that in order for that to go up. Patrick asked a question, and yes, you're absolutely right, Patrick. To do a covered call, which is what these are, you own the stock, you do one option contract for every 100 shares of stock that you own. If you only own 2 or 3 shares of stock, you can't sell an option against it. It's because each of the option contracts is 100 shares of the underlying stock. So that's why everything's written on a per share basis. So when it says 90 cents per share, when you sell one contract, it's actually, you get $90, but you have to have 100 shares in your account in order to sell that one contract. And yeah, if you have 200 shares, you can sell 2 contracts and on and on. One contract for every 100 shares that you have.
And there's Deshaun. Now, a lot of y'all maybe are not aware that Deshaun shaved off his beard. He looks so much better. And that I told him he used to have the little red bow in his beard, but he didn't have the red bow anymore. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on that. And Deshaun, they had a great day today. Where'd my numbers go? Therefore, through the end of today, which include the session this morning, they're up 62.79%. Today was 22.9843%. And Deshaun had a great return on his SPY contact, 4.7619, which was just fantastic. So, anyhow, yeah, we just been going over.
Even though my concentration is the covered calls, I still do the micro moment trading in my own account, and I did SPX. The first one 1.7% return, the second one 1.8% return, and the longest I was in was 54 seconds. So I'm getting down there. I'm getting down there in the Deshaun and Tim range.
Well, yeah, and what I tell, and Tim and Sean can tell you, almost, I didn't do it today because I forgot about it, but almost every time we do one of our morning sessions, I'll mention, because I see what you're doing, they come in, they email to me, and I'll say, hey, Deshaun's really, burn you guys up. You need to get on the stick over here. Because he's doing the perfect combination, which is, it goes back to the old covered call days, which we still do those. He's old enough to still do those and still remember. He still has a dial-up modem even. And so he still does those as he's adapted them over long, damn near 20 years. And so now he still has the same old traditional covered call, which a lot of people love. He's been doing those 15, 20 years. But now you can almost do a regular micro moment trade that Deshaun and Tony and Tim do, except it's just a little slower. Maybe it's not 16 seconds or 30 seconds. Maybe you might be in it for an hour or something like that, but it's still a micro moment trade versus the old ones. And you just heard the kind of returns he makes, huge returns. So that's another advantage of the micro moment. Is we have that micro moment, old guy micro moment. So, right. Any questions over there? I didn't get to look at those when I was doing the charts. Let's see anything.
I think we've covered everything so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, those dividend paying stocks, we want to cover those because very few people, at least most of the people that were doing micro moments, even in Randy's area, are not necessarily doing dividend paying stocks or trying to live off the dividends, and they sometimes don't take advantage of those dividend stocks like we just showed you how you can do. Those way out of the money calls, near time, out of the money, and you're just going to rack up and get a lot of money. It's going to just take a dividend, and instead of making it 2 or 3% a year divided by 4 quarters probably, you're going to end up with 10, 20 times that, plus other great opportunities. So that's another advantage of the micro moment trading. So, Yep. Let's get some more questions there. Somebody. We got that, Patrick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things, Joe, was slightly distracted as we were going through the dividends, and you keep seeing me turn my head because I'm looking at my charts and things. But I am managing the covered call coaching service, and I send out alerts when I am making a change to any one of my positions. And so Verizon has been going up, and I had to send out alerts on what I was doing with Verizon to manage that as it was rising.
Yeah, and you can subscribe. You can go to our website www.micromomenttrading.com and subscribe to our Cal Report, which has all the trades that Randy sends out during the course of a week, and you can see what he's really doing, and people write in what they're doing. So that Cal Report is very, very valuable, and you can really get a good feel for what our techs do, our techniques are doing before you go out and pay for them or sign up for them. But you can go the Cal Report is free. It's been published over 20 years, and it's just a great way to find out what's going on and see how other people are, how they're doing, what they're making, what their fears are, what their fantastic things that they think about. You can also go to our website, www.micromomenttrading.com, and sign up for free for, it's 2 weeks, I think it is, 2 weeks of the micro moment trading every morning session, about an hour, 8:30 to 9:30 every morning. And you see Tim and Deshaun and Tony on there, and it's using our proprietary charting, tells you exactly, they go through that chart, every trade they do. And like I say, they do these, 20-something% today, 69% so far this month, just in 4 days. You learn it. You just learn it because it's it's visual. They're not telling you a bunch of stuff to try to learn. They're telling you to actually do it for you. You're seeing those are real trades. And you really learn this stuff fast because it's just a chart, and that's all you need. Randy has a bunch of different things. He's got an instruction manual, 300, 400 pages. We added to, been using for years, but he has different techniques. His normal covered call techniques, which people still love. You buy stock and you start managing it. And, it's like buying rental property, renting the property. You pretty soon you don't have money in that stock. You got astronomical income, and that's how Randy's trades work. Where these guys, Deshaun and Tim, their trades are very to the moment. I mean, 15, 20, 30, maybe a minute's a long time. And you're out, you're done. You don't ever worry about stocks going up or your stocks going down. It does make a bit of difference. And what's that word I came up with this morning? It was so astronomical, Tim.
What was that?
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical.
Yeah. If you know what asymmetrical means, if you could do that, shoot. I mean, the micro won't trade. You would make $1 billion in just one day. I mean, you get that stuff down. You got it down, But no. But again, you can get that for free. But you have to sign up off the website. You have to sign up off the website. Click on that website, and you'll get it for 2 weeks, absolutely free. Same thing everybody else is getting, and you can make a decision. Now, give you an example of how powerful that is, and this has to do. I'll get back to the asymmetrical and all the things asymmetrical covers. I'm sure it covers compound interest also. Compound interest is such a powerful tool, and that's what you're taking advantage of with that micro moment. As is Randy taking advantage with everything he does. $2,000 in an account, and these normal brokers that everybody uses, $2,000, and you can even do it. You can even do it virtually, so you don't have to have real $2,000. And make 6% a week, 6% a week. Follow these guys, they're making 25, 30% a day, okay? 40% a day sometimes. 6% a week in 24 months, 2 years, trading once a week, 6% a week. You're going to have $500,000-$600,000. And then you can just, take, if it's send that kid off to some stupid school and have him, live in the basement for the rest of your life. It's just, let him do that and let him do it virtually. And then if he's successful virtually, he'll be successful with real money. Give him a couple $1,000 and you've paid for, he can probably support you at that point. You can move him out of your place. You can move into his basement, and you're making, after 2 years, he's got $500,000 or $600,000. Well, just 1 week, 6% on $500,000 is $30,000 a week. So he can make $30,000 a week, put the rest into your account for the other 3 or 4 weeks, and just follow these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They do, they do. Well, there was one trade yesterday. Tony was off and Deshaun was off, but and we talked so much during that hour session. We only did one Microsoft trade, which is what Tim does, and over 7%. One trade. Now, if you're just trying to make 6% per week, doesn't take much of a brain to see that's a big deal. And here's Rick. Believe you also have to own the stock on the ex-dividend date to receive dividends. So the ex-dividend date must be within the covered contract date. That would be right. But you would know that. You would know what those are published dates.
No, one of the things is you can have sold a call on it and still get the dividend.
Yeah.
In the same week.
Yeah,
because they're not exclusive. As long as you own the stock, you get the dividend.
Oh, I thought you could even sell the stock, can't you? If you own it on the dividend date.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can sell it after that. But if someone's just trying to earn dividends all along the way, they can sell a call against their stock and still earn the dividend on the stock. They can get both of those at the same time. Exactly.
But what I mean is that dividend date is published, and if they own that stock on that date, if the next day or next 2 days they sell it because they do one of these techniques, it doesn't make any difference. They're still going to get the dividend.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. Do we have some more questions there? Okay. And Deshaun, look at his eyes. Have you done a trade, Deshaun? I know Tim probably has. And let me make the announcement again. Next Thursday, Randy's going to be on here in baseball uniform. He's going down in Florida to play another old timers game. and he's going to take his computer. This is going to work, Randy. And he's going to get on, while he's there, because if they call him up to go down to the field, I think he's a pitcher or something, first base. He could just get somebody
and play third base and shortstop.
He can just have somebody hold the computer with the camera down there, because when he gets, he'll come back up and everybody will see him in uniform. And what was that note that came up, Marcus?
It says that the ED, that the Con Edison, is ex-dividend on the 17th of this month. So
there you go.
That's only 12 days from now.
Yeah.
So if you own the stock and you get the dividend you earn the dividend on November 17th. You don't actually get it that day. You earn it that day. And you can still have that call sold against it, and you would
you can still do all these techniques,
and you get the dividend.
It's just over the years, and of course we very seldom talk about dividend situations, because usually the stocks are expensive, and when we're on the micro moments, we're not dealing in buying stocks. You do to a much lesser extent, but then you've got your ways of getting almost 100% leverage with your more traditional covered call situations by doing the leaps, but we're just buying those leaps too in these micro moments. So we're only investing like Tim did a couple of trades this morning. I think Microsoft was like $1. Here I've got one yesterday. The other day was 73 cents, and he bought 73, sold it at 81 in about 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds, something like that. Huge return, but it's just that's 100 shares is a contract. So what, 73 cents? A share, not much. Mm-hmm. IBM dividends are coming up. You did not mention already 11.10. I don't think we looked at IBM this morning. Did we? No, we didn't. So, but yeah, we got you. So, here's a question for Randy. Randy, why don't you grab that?
Says, Randy, I really enjoyed the advanced charting workshop. You are an excellent instructor. Is there a workshop for your synthetic covered calls? If not, what subscription service offers it? There is a workshop. Well, there's a workshop for a seminar for covered calls, and Joe will be teaching that early next year. But the subscription service is covered call coaching service that I teach every single Wednesday morning for a couple hours. I teach the process and review what I've been doing in my positions, and those are positions I send out as I'm doing them to the subscribers right as they're being done, right live in the market. So I think that's probably on the website as well.
Yeah, all that's on the website, and we're coming up with I had lunch with Dirk Tuesday, and he's coming up with an addition to that every single thing we have with new dates and everything for next year. So starting in January, a little over a month away, then we'll have a totally new schedule, and all these will be on there, so people can tell right now. But there are going to be some changes where there'll be more timely and stuff like that.
And Joe, I am going to be teaching a dividend workshop. So the things that you just went through with the AWK and the ED and the Procter and Gamble, we're putting a workshop together. It'll be a couple hours to actually go through step by step how you select.
Am I going to have to show you how to do it again?
Yep, step by step.
Okay.
Right, right through there, going through multiple examples, answering all the questions.
And Randy, when is the next advanced charting workshop?
I'm not sure exactly. It'll be early next year.
And it's going to be on that list.
As Joe said, Dirk is putting together the schedule basically for all of next year. That'll be up on the website shortly. So that'll be in there. I just don't know off the cuff when that date is, but it'll be early next year.
And that question was from Eleanor. Remember Eleanor? Randy?
Sure.
Boston? Yeah. She's been with us a long time. What was that last question you just had up there, Marcus? Did we already cover that one?
I think he had the IBM dividend was $1.63.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
which is pretty good. That's over 1%. So, I mean, when you can get 1% every quarter for a dividend, but you can also get close to 1% every month.
Yeah.
Or more with selling a covered call against that same stock that you were holding just to get the dividend.
Well, I'm so excited about this baseball game. You're going to actually be there, and people will maybe see you in uniform and everything.
Yeah, maybe we'll be able to like pan and show the stadium and stuff. I don't know, because I don't know the schedule of the game yet next Thursday, because that's the playoffs. So we play like a round robin in our division for the first 5 days, and then on Thursday is the bracket for the actual playoffs. So just like with Major League Baseball, you have 32 teams and 16 of them made the playoffs, and then they had elimination. We do the same thing, but in a shorter time frame. And so I won't know exactly what time our game is on Thursday yet until Wednesday night. But I'll try to be on the podcast, and if it's during our game or just before, it'll be right there in the stadium.
Well, if you're not at the game, at least you could wear your uniform.
Well, I'll have my uniform on, because if I'm not at the game, I'll be getting ready to go to it. So
yeah, there you go.
I'll put my uniform on.
This could be maybe we could get what's that sport network? Somebody has CNN or somebody has what is it?
The ESPN.
Yeah, maybe we'll get this on ESPN.
Yeah,
I'll shoot them
never know
and see. It'd be a financial baseball game.
Well, if they can carry the cornhole championships, they certainly should be able to
there you go.
Do senior league baseball.
Hey, the cornhole championship, those are pretty fun. You know, you watch them throw those beanbags back and forth. Yeah. Exciting, really exciting.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Ken says, Deshaun's looking really good. He must have upgraded his camera. It could be because he shaved and he's got his pretty face up there. Who knows?
That's right. Maybe he's looked like this all the time, and we just thought he would look like a bear, you know, with all that beard and everything.
There's a shout out for Deshaun.
Okay. He didn't seem to appreciate that bear, you know.
He's muted, I think.
There you go.
Deshaun's got his mute on.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to call it a day. It's 10:42, and that's we get 10:45 is our limit before they beat us up or something. But thanks for people attending today, and check out the Cal Report, the editorial section in a couple of days. It actually comes out tomorrow, and you'll see what we're going to talk about the next Thursday. But we can talk about anything you want to talk about. You just have to come on here and ask a question or make comments or whatever. So we appreciate it, and Tim and Deshaun and Randy and Marcus, our engineer. Now Deshaun must have got mad. He's already gone.
Yeah,
he didn't hang around.
Forget this.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks, everybody.